Hi guys, my name's Reuben, and in this video I'll talk about some of the things I've done, what drives me, why I want to be a part of Startmate, and lastly, a startup that has recently inspired me and that I'd love to be a part of. So let's get started. Now on to learning. Learning is a lifelong process, and it's always been a guiding force for me. It's not a certificate or a degree, it's a process that is constantly asking questions like why, but how, what is going on? It is constant curiosity in the things that surround us and taking joy in discovering new ideas and learning new skills. It is this growth mindset that has always guided me. Recently, I completed a degree in chemical engineering and science. During my degree, of course, I learned the standard content everybody else learns, but I also had some awesome experiences where I got to learn new things. I had an internship at a pine resin in Mexico, of all places, where I made lifelong friends, learned Spanish. I learned about the traditional methods of tapping pine trees, but also the modern methods of distilling it and turning it into various products. I also took a year off studying and worked for a pharmaceutical company where I worked as a part of the scheduling and planning team. It was a step outside my comfort zone. I was liaising with suppliers, setting production schedules, always fighting fires and making sure production could keep running. And it was awesome. I also took on a continuous improvement project there where I finished my honors researching ways to optimize and increase the yield of medicines produced. And most recently, I've joined a consulting firm that works primarily with the Defence Force. For the first few months there, I've been working in the finance team where I've assisted in implementing the new ERP system, but I've also helped with preparing some financial analysis for complex bids both into the Australian government and the UK government. My learning experiences have not always been just about work, because that's, boring. Most recently, I've started to teach myself woodworking. The first project I made was a TV stand. It's nothing amazing, it's actually slightly misaligned, but it feels awesome knowing that I made it with my hands. And also, I've been teaching myself how to code, in particular, anything and everything Python. It's awesome. But I believe that there is always something new to learn. But you know what would be even better than learning? Learning and making a positive impact. And that's where Startmate comes in. Now on to why I want to join Startmate. As I said before, a constant guiding force for me has been a hunger to learn. That's why I've gone and said yes to less traditional roles where I've been thrown in the deep end, not knowing much at all, but I've kept myself afloat and learned how to thrive. It is a process of learning and trying that I really enjoy. But I also want to be a part of something, a community where I can have an impact, somewhere where I can provide value and not just get a pat on the back at the end of a week from a manager who's trying to hit KPIs. I've experienced the corporate world. I've experienced traditional manufacturing, but now I want to join the startup world. Now, last but not least, what startup would I love to be a part of? In the most recent demo day, I saw Great Wrap, and I thought, damn, that is an awesome company where they're making a positive impact on the world. A growing startup tackling the plastic problem that is haunting our oceans and environment. It's a startup that I would love to get involved with, but also one where I believe I can add value, especially with the manufacturing experience I have and my years of studying a chemical engineering degree along with chemistry and microbiology. I'd like to end this video with a quote from C.S. Lewis, the author of the Narnia series. You never know what you can do until you try, but very few try unless they have to. And I would love to try and be a part of the Startmate community and try to make an impact in this world. Thanks for listening.